Can I just say, I really love this question. I'm going to show you two really great ways to solve it. One involves a little bit of algebra and the other is just pure reasoning. Let's start with pure reasoning. We know that x is some number of hours and y is also some number of hours. So just looking at the units of the answer choices, I can see that answer choices A and B don't have units because the hours just get reduced in the numerator and denominator, but C, D, and E are all in hours. So based on what the question is asking for, I should be able to eliminate either A and B or C, D, and E. Now, what is the question asking for? It says, how many hours? Okay, so we are looking for an answer choice that is in hours, and that eliminates A and B. Now, looking at the remaining three answer choices, I can see that either D or E will be negative, and it doesn't make sense to have a negative number of hours that a job takes. Which would be negative? Well, which is bigger, X or Y? X is the amount of time it takes them together, and surely together it should take them less time than it would one of them on its own. So if X is a smaller number, that means that X minus Y is negative. So for that reason, I can eliminate answer choice D, because again, it doesn't make sense that it took one of the machines a negative number of hours to do some job. Now between the last two answer choices, C and E, I just kind of intuitively would say it doesn't make sense to have a sum of X and Y when one of them represents the time it takes both machines combined and the other represents the amount of time it takes one of them on its own, and we're trying to figure out how long it would take the other one on its own. I just don't see why it would make sense to add the two times where one of them is the time for both and the other is a time for just one of them. So I would feel very confident at that point picking answer choice E, which is the last one standing as far as I'm concerned. I'll show you a slightly more standard approach right after the intro. So in my book, I mention a shortcut formula for situations in which you have the times that it takes individual machines and you want to know the time it would take them together when the work is the same work. And we can use that to solve this question fairly quickly using a little bit of algebra. First, we should confirm that the work is the same work. So as I scan the question stem, yep, it's 800 nails, 800 nails, 800 nails. So we're talking about the same amount of work in all cases. Now, in this case, we don't have the individual times. We actually only have one of the individual times, but we do have the combined time. Now, the formula from the book says take the product of the two individual times and divide that by the sum of the individual times, and that will give you the time it takes them together, except in this case, we know how long it takes them together. That part is X. And on the other part, the individual times, we know that we have a Y. One of the individual times is Y, and the other one is the thing we're trying to solve for. So why don't we just call that part question mark? So you have Y times question mark over Y plus question mark equals X, and we need to solve for question mark. I'd probably start by multiplying both sides by Y plus question mark. So I'd be left with XY plus X question mark equals Y question mark. Then I would subtract X question mark from both sides. So I'd have XY equals Y question mark minus X question mark. Then pull the question mark out as a common factor because that's the thing we're trying to solve for. So we have XY equals question mark multiplied by parentheses Y minus X. And then as our last step, we would divide both sides by Y minus X and of course get answer choice E. If you found this video useful, go to quantreasoning.com for a lot more where that came from. You should also click that like button and let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to make future videos about. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that and click that bell below so you get notified about future videos. See you next time.